Good morning, everyone. This is Professor Surbhi Jain from SIRT Pharmacy. Today, we are going to discuss the topic Introduction to Fluid Mechanics from the subject Pharmaceutical Engineering. So, here we will see the introduction part of the unit Fluid Mechanics. The contents of this lecture is definitions. We will see some basic definitions, introduction to fluids, states of matters, along with the application area of fluid mechanics. So here we start. Definitions. So before starting the concept of fluid mechanics, first of all we should know what actually the word mechanics means. So mechanics is the oldest physical science that deals with both stationary and moving bodies under the influence of forces. As we all know, what is stationary and what is the moving body. Stationary body means the body is at rest position. So the branch of mechanics that deals with bodies, bodies means any subject at rest is called as statics, while the branch that deals with the bodies in motion is called as dynamics. So fluid mechanics can be categorized as fluid statics or fluid dynamics. So the subcategory fluid mechanics is defined as a science that deals with the behavior of fluid at rest, that is fluid statics, or in motion, fluid dynamics, and the interaction of the fluids with solid or other fluids at the boundaries. So this is about the basic concept of mechanics or the fluid statics and fluid dynamics. Next, as we all know that a substance exists in a three primary phases: solid, liquid, and a gas. A substance in the solid or a gas phase is referred to as a fluid. So what actually fluid? Fluid is the substance that is in liquid as well as in gas phase. The both phases are termed as fluid. Distinction between a solid and a fluid is made on the basis of the substance's ability to resist an applied shear stress, tangential shear stress that tends to change its shape. A solid can resist an applied shear stress by deforming, whereas a fluid deforms continuously under the influence of shear stress, no matter how small. So this is a basic difference between the solid and the fluid. In the next slide, we will see a very good example of the solid here. Here you can see this is an example showing deformation of a rubber eraser. Rubber eraser, as we all know that the rubber placed between the two parallel plates, because here we are talking about the tangential shear stress. What is the meaning of the word tangential? It means it is sliding between the two parallel layers under the influence of shear force. So when a constant shear force is applied, a solid eventually stops deforming at some fixed strain angle, whereas a fluid never stops deforming and approaches a certain rate of strain. So here we can see a very good example or a simple example. Here the two parallel plates are there in between a deformed rubber or a rubber cap. Here we are applying a shear stress with a force, and the deformed this is a solid, so it will deform its shape at a certain level. Okay, but this is the basic difference between the solid and the fluid. Fluid never stop deforming and approaches a certain rate of strain. Or this is about the solid, but in this slide we will see the difference between the liquid and the gas. Both are fluid, but the basic difference between these two fluids is in liquid molecules can move relative to each other, but the volume remain relatively constant because of the strong cohesive force between the molecules. As a result, the liquid takes the shape of the container it is in, and it forms a free surface in larger container in gravitational field. Here they are saying that this is a container. Suppose this is a container. In this, a liquid molecule is or a liquid is filled. So what happened to this? In liquid, as we all know that the molecules are having the strong cohesive force between them. So what they will do? They will take the shape of the container. जैसे कि we will fill the water in some glass or in a beaker or a vessel. It will take the shape of that particular container. Why? Because of the cohesive force, strong cohesive force between the molecules, and also the volume occupied with this liquid, but there is also a free surface available at the boundary, at the top of the container. Why? Because it will, due to the gravitational field, it will fill the container and the free space are available. But in the gas, what will happen? Gas is having a very small cohesive force between the molecules, and it will expand until it encounters the wall of the container and fill the entire available space. Here we can see. So unlike liquid, gas cannot form a free surface. So this is the basic difference between the liquid and the gas, or both the fluids. So in the last slide, what we have seen, it is very nicely explained here. Liquid and a gas, it is difficult to compress. It is easily compressible. It occupies a fixed volume and will take the shape of the container. No fixed volume. A free space is formed, or a free surface is formed if the volume of the container is greater than the liquid. Here, completely fill the vessel so that no free surface is formed. Now, at last, we will see about the various application areas of fluid mechanics. So, in our daily life, we see so many examples, but we never thought about what all mechanisms or what all principles are behind this. But today, we will see what are the various examples which we ignore, but it's actually having the principle of fluid mechanics. So, mechanics of fluid is extremely important in many areas of engineering and science. So first we will see, as we are a pharmacy student, so first we have to know about what are the various biomechanical example or the biological science example of the fluid mechanics. So here, blood flow through arteries and the veins. The circulation of the blood or the blood flow throughout the body is a very good example of fluid mechanics. Air flow in the lungs. Here we can see a liquid and a gas example. Both are considered as fluid. Air flow in the lungs, flow of cerebral fluid. So these are the very three interesting examples of fluid mechanics. Now, as we move forward, we see the various examples of household activities, which is having the fluid mechanics. Piping system for cold water, natural gas, sewage, piping and ducting network of heating and air conditioning systems, refrigerator, vacuum cleaner, dishwasher, washing machine, air conditioner, radiators, etc. These are the various household or the daily what we can say the daily examples which we see in our house. Or we can also see some pictorial example of fluid mechanics here. This is a very nice example: sky jumping, golf playing, right, swimming, football, cycling, car racing. So this all behind this a fluid mechanic is there, and this is a examples or a simplest example which I have shown here is an example of fluid mechanics. So that's all about the today's lecture. This is a very short and easy way to explain the fluid mechanics. Thank you for listening my video. Thank you once again.